Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Watch
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics!
Tiger Comics!
What?
Comic book junkies. I definitely got your fix right here. So most of these books are going to be from the Secret Store. What the heck? I'm feeling generous. All-Star Sport Cards and Comics, Gainesville, Florida. Take a trip, bring $100, and you won't be sorry. Tons of bronze, tons of silver. Really, really great prices. And they may even have in another collection by now. They have tons of dollar books too. So the 1980s and forward, from like 82 forward, are all dollar books. So bring $100, buy 100 comics. You choose. What do you want? So I really don't remember what's in this. Like I say, it's mostly the Secret Store. There's a big Golden Age book at the end. So let's just go into this. So Lois Lane, number 85, Neil Adams cover. Featuring when Lois was more super than Superman. Yeah, you don't know how often that happens in this title. Quite often. But they act like it's something new. Great, Lois. Now heave that rock into space. Then we'll start planning our wedding. The kryptonite boulder can destroy you, Superman, but it's me. But to me, it's as harmless as a soap bubble. Because I'm more super than you. Groovy. And she's got her go-go boots right there. The Punisher will borrow those later on. This one is another one. It's February 64, number 47. Where Lois Lane is the Phantom, or the, I forget what she calls herself. It's Kryptonite Girl or something like that. But it's another imaginary story where she's the superwoman. I told you it happens quite often in this title. If Lois were a superwoman and Clark Kent just an ordinary man. I did read this one, and it was fun. Definitely fun, quirky stuff. This one, man, this thing is this really low grade. It's got tape on it, but when do you find Teen Titans single digit issue from June 67 for $2.50. Nick Cardy cover. And I dog-eared it, putting it in the bag. But when do you find a single digit issue for that low? That's probably my earliest Teen Titans issue that I own. Neil Adams, he's back again on Lois Lane, November 67, number 79. Featuring the bride of the Titan Man. Another marriage cover. She gets stuck marrying this guy. Lois is asking for help. Superman's like, psh, whatever. Serves you right for marrying him. He always did Neil Adams again. He's got the character, never looking fully at the audience. Pretty cool stuff. This one was well, let me just show it. This is a pretty iconic Atlas Crime cover issue. And if you know this title, you've seen this one before. Sometimes you'll find those sellers on eBay that aren't comic book sellers. They just sell all kinds of knickknacks, books, old maps, whatever. And if they find a couple old comics somewhere, they throw them up there, and they don't really know the prices on them. So I got this for $10, $13 shipped. This is in this grade. This is a $50 book. So I was happy to really pick that up. And I check every Sunday night for new listings and every Monday for new listings. This was a new listings for $10. Jumped on this sucker and got it. So I'm happy to have this in my collection. Pre-code 1951, 1952. Just a really cool looking cover for $10. I read this. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Back to Lois Lane, April 1966, the lawless Lois. She ends up taking up with this criminal. Another cheesy story, but again, another a fun one. And it's an imaginary story, of course. Lex Luthor is the criminal. His name is Lexo. Whatever. I have not read this. I've tried to, whenever I can find these Golden Age issues for really nice and presentable looking comics, I'll pick them up for, less than $5. This is from 1954. Just a really, like I said, a really clean looking book. Number, whatever, I don't even know. Do not fall on me. It's gonna fall. Come on. 1953. Bogey Money. Dell. March 1964. His name is Idaho. Ambush. Never turn your back on a rattler. Nice painted cover. Like I mentioned last video, I love my Western comic book series. There's a lot of us out there are big Western fans. I've been looking at an issue of John Wayne for a while, but man, things are pricey. I know I'll find one day by an eBay seller, like I said, who's not into comics, and I'll get it at a good deal. Till then, I'll bide my time. This one was at my shop. He had $10 on this thing for the longest time, and then I found it in the 50-cent bin from 1953. Super Funnies #1 presents Dopey Duck. Now I do have #3, and #3 is a Masked Ranger title. I have a nice copy of that, but for 50 cents, I thought I'd grab it. It's very low grade. But Golden Age in a 50-cent bin, how many people can boast about that? Back to the Honey Hole books, a nice high-grade copy of Ghost from May 1970, #24. Nice painted cover. Man, this thing is really nice. It's like a 9.0. Second, #2, 1967 of the Green Hornet. And you got Bruce Lee on the cover. I used to own one back in the day. That's a pretty tough comic to find either one or two, especially at $2.50. And then, this is a signed copy by Kathy Winslow. I've never watched the TV show. I've only seen them when they appeared on the Batman, 1966 Batman TV show. I only picked this up because I didn't have it. It was high grade. This is the last issue in the run. Bill Tront cover, Michael Fleischer on scripts, and then Jack Kirby on interior art. Sandman #6 from 1976. It's a terrible looking cover though. I mean, it's high grade. This is like I said, it's only 6 issues in the run. I think I'm missing like 2 issues, and then I'll have the full series. Okay, I know you guys aren't going to believe this, so if you're not sitting down, go ahead and take a seat before I say what I'm going to say. Yes, I did buy a brand new comic. The Amazing Mary Jane variant cover by Art Germ. Yes, the cover is definitely beautiful. What a beautiful redhead. Now I'm just afraid to open it up and be disappointed again by Marvel's crappy interior art that they're known for these days. And not only that, the story probably sucks on top of it. I remember buying that Art Germ variant of Aereo, and what a crappy issue that was. But I'll have to do it. I'll have to crack it open at some point. This is reprints of Ringo Kid number 5, but this is Ringo Kid number 26 from 1976. But it has a brand new cover by Gil Kane. Check out that cover, man. It's just beautiful. And it's a nice copy, too. Then I got Two Gun Kid number 130, reprints number 62. This is a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby story inside. Rich Buckler and Mike Esposito cover. Not quite as good as Gil Kane's, but still a nice Bronze Age baby. Next, I picked up a second copy of Atlas Tiger Man number 2 because it's like a near mint copy. And this has got some really good Steve Ditko art in it. And I think it's Gene Conway on the scripts. Yes. So you know that's going to be good. I read this and it was really good. Steve Ditko, not one of my favorite artists, but I have to say that I was blown away by the action scenes in here. These are also doubles that I picked up. But man, like I say, I love my Westerns. And anytime I'll find Weird Western Tales, I'm going to pick them up for cheap. Michael Flesher on scripts, so you know that's going to be good right there. And a beautiful, beautiful Luis Dominguez cover from June 76, Western Weird Tales number 34. Nice high-grade copy. Sometimes, I don't know, this seems to be an underrated series in my opinion. This is one of the best written Western comic book series from like the 1960s all the way up to the present. DC really put a lot of talent on this book. And of course, then you know Scalp Hunter took over, and then Jonah Hex got his own series in the late 70s, early 80s. You got that gun coming right out of the quicksand. Another copy, number 27, another Luis Dominguez cover, June 75. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Just love it. And then we're moving on to Weird War Tales number 59, January 78. We got Alan Weiss cover, and we got Russ Heath, who does the last story in this issue. Nice high-grade copy of that. Now we're moving on to Marvel Comics. We got Werewolf by Night, number 36, January 1976. I don't know who does that cover, but it's definitely really cool. Look at that skull right there. I want to say Plug, but I don't want to be wrong, but I already said it, so there you go. Then we got Werewolf by Night, number 42, January 77, with Dave Cochran cover. He's fighting Iron Man, Beast Man versus Iron Man. Nice, some beautiful bright colors on this. Okay, we're going into Golden Key territory for a minute. I picked this up because it's a really nice high-grade copy. Silver Age, October 69, number 188, Tarzan. And that's a collector's edition Gold Key right there. Beautiful painted cover. This thing's probably like a 9.0. Usually you find these and they're just beat up so bad. Anytime I can add a Golden Key to my collection that's in high grade, I will definitely do it. Oh, I picked this up. I passed on this at a flea market. They had it for $5. I thought that was a good deal. It's kind of a key issue. It's a classic Brian Bullard cover. But hey, I got it for $2.50 now in a near mint condition. Just an iconic Joker Cheshire Cat cover. Legends of the Dark Knight, number 50 from September 1993. I think that's the only modern book in here. Back to Dell, Ghost Stories, number 23, January 7th, 1970. Nice high mid-grade copy. I don't think I've owned any of these until I went to that store. So these ones that I showed you are probably the first that I own. I know that Lawrence's wife collects these, which I can see why. They got some really cool looking covers. And they had a ton of these, but a lot of them were lower grade, so I didn't grab them. Back to Werewolf by Night, number 30, January 75. Nice high grade copy of that. Skull and the Moon. Red Slash Across Midnight. Nice, beautiful. I don't know. I want to say that's Gil Kane. It looks like it. It's definitely a very cool cover. Picked up a couple of these. Number 11 from 1974. Of course, if it's Louis Dominguez cover, you know it's going to be really cool looking. Weird Mystery Tales, number 11. That thing looks spooky as heck. Number 6, July 73. I don't think this is a Louis Dominguez cover, but you got those kids on there. These kids appear on Phantom Stranger covers, House of Secrets covers. Who the heck are these kids? Anybody know who those are? They have to be some kind of inside joke at DC. But another really cool, spooky cover. Then I picked up some more Gold Key, some Turoks. I ended up picking up doubles on this. I don't know why. Number 111 from September 77. Turok is dead, must Andar also die? So this is going in the prize box. If you like some high grade Gold Key stuff, you'll be happy to get that. Another Turok, Son of Stone, October 71, number 175, another high grade copy. I forget who showed these. Somebody showed some really old issues, the Dell ones. Oh man, I can't remember the channel. He has them hanging on his wall in the basement. They were really, really cool looking. High grade though, look at this thing, painted cover. Indians, American Indians and dinosaurs and caveman. That's a really cool series. We got issue number 124 from November 79. And then we are heading down to the last 3 books. These were eBay buys. This next book was only $10 shipped. I did read this. Unknown Worlds, number 32 from 1964. That's a pretty good story. This was the best story right here. And ACG is really overlooked for their horror stuff. You can pick up the Silver Age issues really inexpensive too. And you get like several stories. This is Alan Kuppenberger cover. And I liked it. I liked the cover. I thought the cover was really cool. Love the way they're like demon guys or monks or whatever they are pulling them into the painting. Another eBay buy. Now the seller had this in a bag in the picture. You couldn't really see it. He listed this thing, I mean, literally in the description it said completely high grade. And I'm like, let me see, because it was tough to see the book, but I was like, sure it wasn't in high grade. So I paid $20 with this shipped. It's an early issue, Tales of Unexpected, number 28 from 1958. and it's definitely low grade. So I contacted him and I said, look, not only did you describe this as completely high grade and it's not even close, but when he sent it, he had cardboard only up to here. So all the corners were like exposed in the envelope. And it got a little bit of damage. You can see the corner smushed in right there. So I said, not only that, but you didn't protect this thing. And then he said, well, I'm sorry that you don't feel like you were satisfied. I'm like thinking, dude, you totally misrepresented this book. So I said, if you give me some money back, I think I'll be happy with the purchase. And I was thinking $12 would be where I'd like feel comfortable in paying $8 for this. So he sent me $9. He said, how about $9? And I'm thinking, I don't want to put in the extra back and forth for the $3. I'll take it. So I got this book for $11. I think it was worth it. It's a pretty early issue, right on the early Silver Age cusp there. So, and a really nice science fiction-y kind of cover. So I got it for $11. Totally happy with it. Okay, so this next book. This book I got, it was up to $75 and the auction was ending, and I threw in 120 and ended up winning at 108. This book can probably go for almost $300, even in low grade. Ghostly Weird Tales, number 124, Star Publications from 1954, L.B. Cole cover. Oh my goodness, I was so happy to win this at $100. Never thought that I would really own an issue because I don't want to pay $200, $250 for this kind of golden age books. So I thought, $100, I think it was a win. Oh, I'm so happy to have this in the collection. And for years to come, and if I ever have to sell it, I know I can make my money back on it. So that's it. That's all I got. Stay tuned. I have to go out and buy some more books in order to do some more hauls, but things are coming up. You got Black Friday coming up. You're going to have a lot of comic book sales on Black Friday. We're going to St. Augustine for Thanksgiving. I know a guy there who sells a lot of nice early Silver Age Marvels. At the flea market, I'm going to be checking him out. Then we're going to Dominican Republic for Christmas. And I looked at and Googled a few stores over there. Don't know, I'm not sure what I'll find. Maybe I'll find deals, maybe I won't. But it'll definitely be an adventure. So guys, this is Nighttiger. Stay tuned. If this is not out, my contest will be coming up soon. And it's going to be good. Hopefully you'll participate. I got a lot of Bronze Age prizes, about 50 comics to give away. That will be coming up in a few weeks. That'll probably be out for this haul is out. So guys, just take care. Happy hunting.